Hi friends. Okay, I've been sick, but I really wanted to record a video just because it's been a while since I recorded and I don't have any videos queued. So I just have been feeling sick for almost 2 weeks now, honestly. And I am just glad that I had the energy and the um, yeah, just the strength really to like get up, do like a little bit of like a face today, do my hair, and you could kind of hear that I'm still a little sick and nasally. I feel like the worst day was actually Easter, and I was so congested and blowing my nose, and it was just like a really bad sick day. But I did feel like I was sick or kind of getting a little something the weekend prior and kind of pushed myself when I was like a little tired and still like went to a meeting and I think like just ended up catching something that has also been going around and that was like worse than the first bout that I had. And so I've been kind of trying to fight that and recover from that. But it definitely is humbling to, also just remember how grateful I am for my health, for my wellness, for the ability to just like breathe, and the ability to take care of myself and so I was able to kind of clean up a bit this morning as well. I had some energy the other day to do so too. I'm pretty sure that I had the flu. I have also been having like a cough though, so I wasn't sure if it was like potentially COVID, but it definitely feels viral. It doesn't feel like something that I could get like antibiotics to fight, and so that's why I haven't really gone to the urgent care or anything yet. But I do feel like I'm on the mend. It's just taking a while. And I'm supposed to go on a pilgrimage this weekend, which is like Saturday. I've had to cancel like 2 weekends already, which Palm Sunday, and then Easter, and then, potentially this coming weekend, which is also supposed to be a really big weekend for me because it's supposed to be the first time that I'm supposed to preach in person, which I'm so excited about. And so please, everyone, keep me in your prayers. Please pray that, I'll be healed and feel much better. I feel like I'm on the mend, but am just trying to take it really easy because I don't want to push myself and like relapse or get sick again. Um, again. So, but being like in one place, my bed or like my apartment, and just being still, I think, for a while and being forced to just like be with the Lord. I think it is really something that happens from time to time. I think when God like wants to prepare us for something, and I think like especially because my first message like in person is coming up, I do feel like and I'm almost in this like little cocoon. And I know I talked about the cocoon thing earlier before, and just like how I felt like I'm coming out of that cocoon season, but I felt like this was like a smaller little um cocoon season for me like this last 2 weeks. One thing that I thought was so kind was that, and I also recorded the day of. I don't know if I'll post it because it was kind of like a mukbang kind of like situation where I was eating. But my neighbors made some chicken soup because they knew I was sick and they dropped it off and surprised me with it. And that was just like one of the nicest things um, I've experienced from a neighbor, I think, in a while. And I think that that's something that gets a little lost and something that I really want to live out more in our lives. is like how we can be good neighbors, like how we can be like, and I have a casserole in the oven right now, and I've always just like loved to make casseroles. But and I feel like it's kind of like a Texan kind of old school thing, but it's like, when like you used to bring casseroles to your neighbors, like when they were like new or moving in or something, or like something happened to them, you would like bring them a casserole so they wouldn't have to cook. So like, yeah, I just want us to be like casserole neighbors or like chicken soup neighbors, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's just like one thing that I'm like learning more as I progress and grow in this life. And something that I'm just like so grateful for. Um, so yeah, I love my neighbors. I'm so grateful for them. I love the cooking, by the way. It's always like top notch. And everything is like always from scratch, which is like phenomenal. I need to have them over as well. Um, and I've been meaning to kind of want to have people over because I want to use this space more. And I'm so grateful for this space, and I don't know how much longer I will have it for, so I want to make the best use of it, especially since it's so central and everyone can access it. Um, but yeah, I haven't been drinking coffee. This is like the first coffee I've had in a while. Um, and it's so tasty and yum. And I've really been like living off of Tylenols. And I'm usually like a Dayquil, NyQuil person, but Tylenol has just been like what has been relieving. Like I've had like headaches and just yeah, congestion, and also Vicks Vapor Rub. Anyway, um, I'm still getting back to it, is what I'm saying. And so I just wanted to like check in and to just share what's been on my heart lately. And I hope that if I do share the message from this weekend, I'll be able to like upload it and share with you folks because I am just so grateful to have this community and have a space where I can like express myself and share about like what's on my heart, and actually like writing the sermon for this weekend, and like having like a draft for their pastor to like review, and I think was like it was really a great experience for me, and something that I worked on like while I was kind of sick here um as well. But I realized that this is something that I am like so touched by. Like I actually cried like multiple times during the writing of that sermon. And so just like sharing about like my testimonies and how the Lord has like delivered me from so many things. I think like one thing that I mentioned was how like when I was in preschool there was an active shooter threat one day, and so that was like the first time that I actually prayed on my own. I didn't know what was going on, but they kept us at school and we were just like playing, they didn't tell us what was happening. But I remember like we moved over to the chapel and they were like, "Okay, go and pray." And I think like until then I had prayed, as a group, but I had never like prayed on my own. And so I just remember like that day, like that night, like this light, bright light shining through. And it might have been from the police, I don't know, but I just remember that chapel and that moment and just feeling like the Lord's presence. And now looking back, it's like, wow, like the Lord saves us from things that like we don't even know about, sometimes. And and he answers the prayers that, we don't even know how to pray or to pray about. So I think this is like a really great space because a lot of times I'll just turn on the camera and I feel like I get into sometimes a bit of a flow, or I hope I do. And so I think that like having more of a prepared sermon where I have to like reflect on like my life and share about my life and my testimonies to some people that have never, heard from me before is like a great way to kind of give like a synopsis of like my spiritual journey and life. And so I hope that I'll be able to share that this weekend as well as with you in the future. So thank you so much. I love you. And until next time.